I bought my first John Deere 3020 back in 1975, I guess it was. I had no reason to change since then. We just added new ones as new ones came along. And when I retired from Farm Bureau 12 years ago, the first thing they did buy me a tractor to play with. So I bought one. It wasn't big enough, so I traded it for another one, and I didn't like that one, so I traded it for this one. So I just kept stepping up.
Well, when I grew up, we hauled hay by hand. Picked it up, put it on a trailer, you know. Now that's all mechanical. It still works, but it's definitely changed a lot in the last 25, 30 years. Went to a seed meeting first year I farmed in 1996. And the guy got up there and he said, guys, he says, I'm going to tell you, he says, you're going to see more change in farming from now to the next 10 years since the beginning of the tractor. And I thought, boy, that was a crazy statement. But at that point in time, we had no GPS, no guidance system. He was right. We've added every bit of that in the last 10, 15 years anyway.
I was just old enough to be able to remember when we were still hauling it by hand and not even big enough to help and pick one up. About the time I got to that age, we went from an accumulator system with the technology to put it into packs of 8 that we would pick up with the tractor, which at the time was the best thing ever. And now we get it in 21 bale bundles, and that's, you know, kind of where I've seen the biggest improvement with our operation here.
All I've known is the John Deere tractors. It's all we've ever really used to actually do real work with. When I started here, I remember we had 2 green John Deeres, and that was when I was old enough to walk, and now he's running 6 or 7 of them all at one time.
There's nothing like working with family. Look forward to continue to watch my boys. I'm in the process already of starting to turn things over to them, whether they know it or not. But they've both stepped up. This one right here can fix it. He can keep it running, and that one right there knows all there is to know about the registered Hereford business with the cattle.
Pretty much everything I do today I got from my father. It's always been go, go, go. No time to sit down. Every now and then you catch a Sunday football game after church. But I think being with him, being in the hayfield, you understand that when you get a period that it's not supposed to rain, you've got to cut, you've got to bale, you've got to get everything done before that rain gets in. And I think that's what's grown my hustle throughout the years.
In all, it's a real blessing and a real privilege to still be able to do this, and especially do it with your family. It's really neat to be the younger guy in the equation and get to watch and learn. So someday I hope I'm on the other end of the totem pole and get to be the old guy in the equation.
When we're doing hay, everybody's got their job, and all the tractors are running. We were on the original tracker ground where Woolfolk Farm started in 1865. And we were all 4 there inside of each other running their John Deere tractor in their operation. And I thought how unique that is to be 4 generations here working side by side today on the same exact spot that my grandfather and great-grandfather did in the 1800s. That's what just struck me as this is special.